YouTube. It's the Wednesday night edition of the Life Gains Show. Tonight we're previewing Bel Air, the new hit sensation on the Peacock app that displays a new rendition on Uncle Phil, Aunt Vivian, Will Smith, the family. It's been so good. And I was afraid to watch it in the beginning because I thought that it was going to be kind of corny. And when I finally started watching the first episode after everybody said you should watch it, I was completely taken aback by how good this thing is done, from the story to the score to the actors to the reintroduction of the old characters we knew with a new spin on life. And tonight I'm supposed to have a special guest. He'll probably get in here in a little bit. But until then, we're just going to go off the riff and off the cuff and just talk about the previews of what might happen in this coming episode. My name is Lamont Tyson. This is my Life Gains channel. And if you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe. And be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Trying to stay active over there. It is a great place to network, meet people, and for people to message me when they've got different things they want me to cover on the channel. Special shout out to these two individuals that will be coming to my channel. Number one, my big brother, B. Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews. I'll be right here with me next Wednesday at 9 p.m. to talk about what it's like to be a Black movie and TV show reviewer. Yes, he does movies. He does TV. He does comics. He does it all. He's going to give us his story of growth. Then we're going to recap Power and Bel Air to see how much he's enjoyed both of those this season. Then the following Wednesday, we've got my Paulina Wynn. It's coming here to talk about what it was like to be on the Power set, to have a pretty big role in it, what's going to be next with her career, and why she is so supportive of the Black Lives Movement, and she's not afraid to voice that on her social media. And don't forget, people, there is also a Life Gains podcast. Yes, that is me right there with the podcast. All of my celebrity interviews go up there. All of my interviews with YouTubers and social media people making things happen go up there. Go check it out. It's definitely something for you guys to listen to and be having a little bit of fun while you're on the road or maybe while you're exercising. Let's take a look at the trailer for the upcoming Bel Air, and then we'll just kind of piece by piece talk about what we think is going to happen with each one of the characters. I cannot wait for 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to get here. Take a look.
Take a step back from Will and the Banks family until the election is over.
2,000 likes and counting.
I want that poster money now.
Mr. Broderick has quite a reputation. He's the one you need to worry about.
He's gonna turn the whole school against me. You don't need Connor or any of them. I know a way for you to turn this around. Party of the century.
I want to know all your secrets.
Why did you really come here from Philly?
You okay with this?
Will about to get Lisa's panty draws. Lisa daddy, old Fred Roland Flintstone, wants her to stay away from the Banks family for a little while. Hillary looked like she's going to have beef with the person who's the manager at her influencer house. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on. But of course, you guys know where I want to start at. I want to start right here with old light-skinned eyes, Art Tapestry's Deco boy, hitting on my TV wife, Aunt Vivian. And ladies and gentlemen, we men, we do not like it when another man has our woman grinning ear to ear, teeth so big she touching her ears. We don't like that. And he got Vivian over here skinning and grinning. She's got her shoulder out looking like Wonder Woman. He's smiling. His ass done went and got a haircut. He trying to lay it on so thick. And you heard my man MI6 Jeffrey go tell America's uncle, Uncle Phil. He was like, the person we need to worry about is Reed Broderick, a.k.a. light-skinned eyes, Art Tapestry. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video on what I think this man's background is. It's something sinister. He could be this version of the Tindler Swindler, a black version. because he's got the good-looking thing going on. He's got the light eyes. You look into his eyes, they hypnotize you and shit. And look at this. Vivian is falling for it. Vivian, come on, man. Vivian, you can't do this to us. You can't do this to us. Now, how in the world is my man MI6 going to handle this? Because at some point in time, there's going to have to be someone who's able to stand up to Uncle Phil's muscle, which is my boy MI6 Jeffrey. There's got to be someone who's tough enough to deal with everything Jeffrey can dish out. Will it be my man, light skin eyes, Art Tapestries in the Deco district? And will we see baby Nikki popping up from this union? A lot of people have said that they do not believe that the story will allow Vivian to get pregnant by another man. And I'm like, why the hell not? Did you ever think we'd see a story where Will Smith is using more cuss words than hell and damn? Probably not. Did you ever think we would get a gangster-ass Jeffrey? Probably not. Did you think we would get an Uncle Phil who understands the way American capitalism works against minorities? That in order to take 4 steps forward, you kind of got to play in the gray area, which is what he did for Will? Probably not. So I don't know why you don't think that Vivian, who I love the actress, her name is Cassandra. I love her. She's doing an outstanding job. She's got the voice. She's got the interpersonal skills. She's got everything that the old Vivian had and then some. And she's killing it. So I want you guys to post me your comments. What do you think Art Deco Tapestry's ass background is? What is he going to do? How is he going to continue to pull Vivian to his side? What is his deep, dark background that Jeffrey done discovered? And how is Phil going to be able to handle this situation? When, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, he can't do too much because he's got a campaign he's running. And when you got a campaign you're running, that's going to keep you at bay for a little bit. So MI6 Jeffrey, you got my number. When you ready to handle that business, all you got to do is shoot me a text. You ain't even got to call. And I'm there to help you and America's Uncle Phil. Now let's get on to another outstanding casting by this show. Coco Jones is playing Hillary. Another example of just how beautiful dark skin can be. And always has been. Because people try to make it seem like dark skin was ugly, yada, 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 F that. This show has shown you the range of beauty amongst African Americans, and I'm loving it. But right now, Hillary's got a quagmire. Now, you know she did this right here in the last episode to really steam things up, to get a lot of likes and a lot of views on her IG. Because Kyle asked her to make it happen. And now she's chastising Cal about something going on that has displeasured her. Something's going on that has made her upset. My best guess is what he did. He recorded the conversation he had with Uncle Phil when he was recanting the issues Hillary was having at birth. And she don't want that to be up for everybody to hear it. Now, they want us to think that maybe he done something where he completely nuded out her body. And he didn't even need to do that because that would take away from the allure. Hell, keep her in this outfit. I mean, when the last time you guys ever seen a beautiful black swan in such an outfit? Probably never till you seen this. And look at the way Vivian is looking at the TV like, what the hell have you done did, Hillary? What did you do? I believe old Kyle done stuck his feet in the water, posted that video, didn't get nobody's consent, and probably has got people talking bad about Hillary. Now, how is Hillary going to handle this thing? Because I do believe at some point in time, Hillary is going to be coming back to the house. I don't think she's going to be moved away from that pool house but for so long. And hell, I can't lie. If the pool house was the size of my damn house I'm living in, that's 3,000 square feet, I wouldn't want to leave the pool house either. That's a damn mansion within a mansion. But we've already seen Hillary is down for the family. And she's going to do whatever it takes to keep this family together. So I'm interested to see how that goes. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Then we get old Fred Rolling Stone Flintstone. Wants his daughter to stay away from the Banks family. Is that guilt talking to him? Because let's keep this in mind with Fred Flintstone. He was cheating on Lisa's mother, who was dying of lupus, ladies and gentlemen. He was cheating. He went and took the white bitch to the golf tournament. And the white girl tried to act like she ain't know what was going on. And eventually, Vivian had to put her in her place. Now, the white lady ain't going nowhere. Angela ain't going nowhere. And Lisa is going to be forever attached to her daddy because it's the daughter. But how is Lisa going to spin this? Because Lisa loves Will. He's trying to keep her away from Will. And if there's anything you've learned with people over the coronavirus, when you tell them not to do something, that makes them more emboldened to want to do it. Whether it's going to hurt them or not, they're going to want to do it. But could somehow, some way, the Banks family upset Lisa? And Lisa decides that she's going to take precious information that she's going to get from Will, because when Will get a piece and a taste of them panty draws, he's going to be singing like a country mockingbird, just chirping all over the place, just chirp, 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 chirp. Could they upset Lisa so bad that she goes and tell old Papa Fred Rolling Flintstone everything that's going on with how Uncle Phil saved Will? Or could this be a vice versa? Could Lisa be so upset with Daddy trying to keep her from Will that she goes and spills every dirty little secret Daddy has to the Banks family and they can use it? But ladies and gentlemen, the dude is the head of the police. Now, does he have a law background? I didn't read that in his character description because I didn't know you could be a policeman and run for DA. Someone who's a cop or a lawyer that's watching this, let me know what you guys think. Now, let me get on down here to who else we got to talk about. Oh, yes. We definitely got to talk about the relationship between Will and Carlton. I know a lot of you guys have hated the way they portrayed Carlton. And that's what they want us to do. They wanted us to hate it. The actor playing the new Carlton, he's killing it. He's smug. He's condescending. He's cocky. He's doing drugs. Every kind of thing that can make you not like a person, he's doing it. However, this hug and Will showing that he has grown as a teenager and trying to love Carlton instead of fight him, I do think this was that turnaround moment for Carlton, or at least the very beginning of it. The next turnaround moment for Carlton is going to be when the white people that he's loved and adored so much turn on his ass too. And I think that's coming in the next episode because we see now that he's back friends with Will, old white privileged Connor don't want to have anything to do with Carlton. And he's telling all the other white dudes on the squad, don't talk to Carlton. And that's where Will comes in. Will is not afraid to be a loner. And he's telling Carlton, look, bro, you don't need them. You got family. And Will comes up with a great idea to throw a huge backyard Bel Air mansion style party at the crib. Please let some celebrities show up to this party and have a whole damn music video the way they had in the old Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Would love to see that happen. And I do think that all these things congealing together is what's going to help Carlton and Will become super close and see that closeness that we seen by the end of the old Fresh Prince that wasn't there in the beginning. Because in the beginning of the old Fresh Prince, Carlton wasn't too fond of Will popping up there either. Because Carlton, like I said in my video, he was a big fish in a little pond. He was a rarity. He was a black dude. So automatically he had swag in the school. Now that Will has come, he's had to share that space. But this story is going to really get good when these two are sharing spaces and having to duck in and out of trouble with Uncle Phil as a team. And you see how the relationship with the kids were. There was always something going on. I can even remember on the old Fresh Prince when Ashley was sneaking out, messing around with that college fullback. And Will was trying to cover it up, and eventually it got out. I remember a time when Will took Ashley to sing for Gordy Berry. And we got all this foundational story art we can cover in the way it is for today's generation. And last but not least, before I take comments, fellas, when a woman looks in your eyes like this, she telling you what she wants. She telling you. This is not the look of I'm teasing. This is the look of I'm looking through your eyes into your tippy toes to see your damn soul. Take me, baby. Take me. That's the look she's giving her. Look at that. Look at that. And in the end, Will gives her the look back like, girl, I'm getting these cookies. These panty draws is all mine. I want them. I'm going to take them. But I'm very nervous about this, ladies and gentlemen. They haven't mentioned whether or not Will has had sex before. They haven't mentioned whether or not Lisa has had sex before. And we all know that there are certain emotions that come, especially when you're this young, when you mess around. So I'm wondering how things is going to be when these two finally do hook up and make this magic happen, how the story is going to turn. Now I'm going to take some of you guys' comments and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Let me start up here with Latasha Hunter. Says, Michael Ealy is a great actor. Abso-damn-lutely. He's killing it. Very underrated in my opinion. I mean, I feel like the brother should have been in so many more bigger things. Not saying he hasn't been in big things, but some of these movies that have won multiple awards, dude has the talent to be in those movies. And maybe this right here will be kind of a catapulting for him to get back into some of those things. I'm loving the dude. I'm loving him because I'm hating him so much. He playing the hell out of this Reed role. I mean, dude was up there using all them damn sexually charged words. Riveting, provocative, sweat seminar. I could look at you all day long. Bruh. All I could say was nigga. That's all I could say. That's all I could say. The Hitman. Man, I'm truly loving this show. Show is great, bruh. Show is great. And it's they hitting the home runs. And what they're going to do, I'm telling you what they're going to do, what they're doing. They're setting us up for failure. Because after seeing the success of this thing, we're probably going to get a new Family Matters. We're probably going to get a new Facts of Life. Hell, they might come out with a new Webster. Because this show has done so good. And when you look at shows like this, we oftentimes roll our eyes because we've seen people do their own renditions of reboots of things we loved back in the day. And 90% of them have been just absolute horrible gutter trash that Oscar the Grouch wouldn't want in his dumpster. But this right here, this one right here, they spent the time, they spent the money, they spent the resources, and they made a hit that can easily run 5 seasons. Easily. But I also say this. The Peacock app has several other great shows. I am a new fan of that Peacock app. That Peacock app is amazing. They've got a show up there called Endgame that stars one of my old favorite women that used to be a TV wife when I first started watching TV. She's the lead character on the show. And they've got this new hot young black lady who's knocking it out the park. If you get bored and you get a chance, give Endgame a chance too. That's on the Peacock app. And let's see here. Oh, Lord. Bree said you're effing him. Oh, Lord. Let me give you what you want because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen to Vivian. Let me give you this.
You're fucking him because you were too busy fucking Z. You're fucking him. You're fucking him. You're fucking him.
Please, Aunt Vivian. No, 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 no. No, let's not go there, Aunt Vivian. And let me get in the homie Nina Ray. Do you think Aunt Vivian's friend Joan is messy? Do Joan know Reed's history? Nina Ray, I don't trust Joan no further than I can throw her ass. I don't. And I'm not touching her, so I can't throw her. I think Joan is very messy. She's got the hots for Jeffrey. She knows something about this dude. Maybe she don't know the whole picture, but she knows some of the picture, and she hasn't told Vivian everything she knows. So I am extremely worried about Joan. Now, I will say this. I think Joan genuinely cares for Vivian because when Vivian was digging in the ass of old white Angela, Joan was taking her earrings off about to get it in. And the actress that's playing Joan is another one of these phenomenal actresses. She played in something called Army Wives, and she was killing it in that too. So this is a top tier cast, people. Don't be fooled now. If you haven't seen these people before, I can tell you. I've seen most of them on some high-end shows in the past. And Joan, you don't get an actress like Joan to have her not have a major role in the show. So you guys let me know. And let's see here. Miss Kira Speak says, Joan is super messy. I was wondering if she doesn't like Phil. No, she likes Jeffrey, but it would let's not put it past Joan to be the type that could be in cahoots with old light-skinned eyes Tapestry. She could be in cahoots with him, and Mike could be trying to get something on the Banks family for maybe ransom. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. My review is going to be up for this by noon tomorrow, so get ready, because I'm going to bring that heat again. Let me see what we got now. Welcome to the now. What gives you the inkling that Joan knows Reed? I didn't catch that. When we first saw Reed, he referenced to Aunt Vivian Joan. So apparently he knows Joan or Joan know him, one or the other one, but he referenced to Aunt Vivian about Joan. So that's what gives me the inclination that Joan knows Reed. Art Tapestry Light Eyes is what I'm calling him, because he need to keep his hands off my TV wives now. I don't play that. I don't play that. Don't play that. And let me see what we got. It's TD. It's always the girlfriends that the ones you got to watch, even in real life. Sometimes. My wife's girlfriends, all cool people. And it could just be because they're all in the medical field. They're all pretty much doctors. But none of them have, if they are messy, I haven't had an opportunity to see it because, you know, we kind of keep them at a certain lengths apart. But you do have situations where you do have messy friends. Now, one thing you don't expect from a messy ass friend, you don't expect women this old to still be messy. You expect them to leave the mess 35 and younger, not bring the mess 35 and older. Yep, Miss Kira, Joan did bring, yep, sure did. Yep. Joan brought up Reed and his art gallery before she went there. And so did Reed. Reed brought it up too. And let's see here. Welcome to the now. Makes sense. I'm going to rewatch the last 2 episodes so I can be prepared for episode 7. Please, because it's getting deep now. They're almost, I think they're doing 10 episodes. I wish they would do more, but we're getting pretty close, man. And it's been a great first season. I just don't know how are they going to try to tie this thing up and end it. What do you guys think? Post me some comments on what you think. The way they're going to try to tie this up and end it for the season. I will be doing a review, a live stream tomorrow night for those of you that like Snowfall. I will have my man Larry, the living legend. He'll be up here with Snowfall with me, and possibly One Take Big Dog, and possibly my boy Brandon Keith Avery. He'll be up here too. Leon GT, multimedia artist. No cap. Messi does it no age, race, or class. I'm a beg to differ a little bit. Well, you're right. You're right holistically. Messi doesn't know age, race, all that. But it tends to have a greater propensity the younger you are. Just like you tend to have a greater propensity of old folks dying from corona than you do the young people. You tend to have a greater propensity for mistakes and craziness happening in a greater number with the people 35 and younger than you do the people older. But your full statement is correct. It has no age range, it has no race, it has no boundaries. But in terms of propensity, it tends to happen to people who are younger if you're going to be a whole hell mess. But on this show, we done seen they ain't scared to not let nobody be a mess. Let's see. What else we got in here tonight? Do you think they're going to bring up the incident with Trey back in Philly after the social media thing, do you think it's over? In terms of Trey, no. That Trey's going to be coming back on the show. They are going to probably have something that's going to tie that in because remember, his mom is still in Philly. And ladies and gentlemen, they made an announcement that the original mom that played Will's mother and the second Aunt Vi are going to be in these shows. What role will they play? I don't know. I want to see them. So you're going to have Daphne Maxwell Reed. She's going to be in the show. And I can't remember the other lady's name, but I love her. She's done some great work over the years. She was Will's mother in the original. They both are going to be on the show. And I'm wondering how they're going to play a role. Now, Trey is going to always be Will's friend. He's hurting right now, and I'm sure they're going to find a way to spin him back into the show and let him get a little bit more action. Eventually, he's probably going to become Will's good friend again and squash this beef that's going on with him right now. Let's see here. That boy Jeffrey's friend to take care of Fred, Rolling Stone, and Reed. My man Alex says, Alex, Jeffrey got a long arm. But I don't know, man. They've got to give him someone that can stand up to him and give him a good fight. And that's where I come in. If anyone from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, casting, working with the show is watching, I'm coming there to help my man, Uncle Phil, America's uncle, save my TV wife. Because Jeffrey's going to need all the help he can get. Reed is probably more trouble than what we can imagine. You don't get an actor of that caliber to be a pushover. It's coming. Let's see here. Bree said Trey is a snake. He's young, and he made a big mistake. He's young. He's never been out the hood. And remember how Will was behaving when he first got to Bel-Air. Now, he wasn't as bad as Trey. But when you take somebody out of an environment that they've never been out of, and then you put them in a totally different environment, it takes some time for their behavior to change. So I say give Trey some time. He'll come around, but he messed up with what he did with Will, throwing him under the bus like that. P8 says, when are they going to touch the tension between Aunt Viv and Big Sis? I think that's going to happen before this season is over. I think Big Sis is on her way out there to Bel-Air. Either she's going to Bel-Air or Will is going to be going back home. And she's going to want to handle some of this business because Big Sis is not happy that Will has decided to stay in Bel-Air. But can you blame him? I can't blame him. I would have stayed there too. Life is good out there. Hell, I would even beg to say, Aunt Vivian, let my mom move out here and be a nurse out here. Then we can all be a family. That would be the perfect setup. But I think his mom has a whole lot of that. The only environment I know is the one I want to stay in. And I'm encouraging everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice. If you haven't taken the opportunity to step outside your comfort zone, please do. Because when you do that, you can see a better version of you. So if you're rich and you never went to have friends or met people that are in different demographics, get you some friends in a different demographic. If you are in the hood, you've never gone to a Bel-Air, you never aspired to go to a Bel-Air, you've never met people who live like that, meet you some friends who are like that. If you are trying to obtain whatever you're trying to attain, meet somebody in that spectrum and get to know them. It costs you nothing to network, but it can gain you everything. A rich man once told me, your net worth is equal to your network. So, ladies and gentlemen, get out there and make it happen. Get outside your comfort zone a little bit. And what do we got here? Welcome to the Now says, what do you think went on between Vi and Viv? We still need that tea. It's something with Will, Vi. Now, let me tell y'all what the rumor is. Now, I don't have no faith in this one. But the rumor mill is Uncle Phil hit Aunt Vivian's sister. And that there might be some potential Will being Uncle Phil's son. I look, anyone who follows me closely know I believe in great conspiracy theories. I stretch it. I stretch that bitch so back it'll pop from here to Canada. But I ain't stretching that one. I don't think that's it, but that's the rumor mill. That's what I've seen the birds chirping on the internet. But the beef could be the way and the manner in which Vivian left. So think about Trey and what he was mad about with Will. He was mad Will left the hood for better pastures. It could be the same exact thing with Vi. She could be mad for the same reason. She might not like Uncle Phil that much, for all we know. In the original story, that Vi always had jokes on big ass Uncle Phil, talking about when he bend over, it's a damn lunar eclipse and stuff like that. So it could be something along that nature. But they do have a good enough relationship that they do talk to each other on the phone. She was willing to send her son out there to stay with them, but there is still some underlying beefs. So because of that, I don't think is that Will is, Phil's son. I think it just could be that maybe when Vi was pregnant with Will and she had no one there to support her, maybe Vivian said, I'm leaving you because I got to go with my husband and help my own situation. And let's see here. My man Alex says, he says, I think the old Aunt Viv and Will mom right play the new Aunt Viv's sister. That'd be cool. I could see that. I'll be happy with that. I can definitely see that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 100 in the building. Give me 100 likes. I really, really love Bel Air. It's been one of my favorite things on TV since it started. And I'm getting ready to get off to go and watch some Snowfall and be prepared to get that live stream going for you guys tomorrow night. Get ready for it. Be ready for my review, man. I'm going to drop it at noon tomorrow, man. I'm geeked. I'm so excited for this coming episode. I can't wait to see how this thing turns around. And please post me all your comments and share my stuff with all your friends. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, I appreciate you guys. I'm thankful that you guys give me a platform that I can share with others to help others grow. And please come checking us out and follow us and let me know also what you guys like to watch besides TV shows. I'm always trying to diversify my channel. Are you guys into gossip? Are you guys into movie news? I've tried stocks and real estate, and that didn't work well on this channel. So let me know something juicy you guys would like to see on my channel also, besides just the movie and TV show reviews. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, I'll see you.